going to review your site from a user perspective. I'm going to look at the site from the perspective of someone who has just located the site or just found out about the site, and I am going to offer up feedback about what I see from the perspective of a first time user. All right, first, looking at the site is definitely very professionally done. Very clean, simple, yet very attractive. I think upon first glance, I am definitely interested in learning more about what the site has to offer because the reality is, with a first time user, you maybe have a minute to attract them, to lure them in, and create a desire to learn more about your site. Um, I will say, I think that it would be very helpful to create a call to action um, regarding membership on the home page. I'm just looking to make sure that there's not one here. I do see there's a call to action to enroll in the real estate school online, but I think it would be helpful to have somewhere here um, in this little section, preferably at the top of this list, a call to action button to become a member. And on that call to action button, you can link to this page, your member service page. But you do want to place high priority on becoming a member and just make that really clear on your home page. I think that this area can be cleaned up just a little bit and organized maybe a little differently. Um, Having this section or these sections all merged together creates a little awkwardness. It's not overwhelming by any means, but I think that the design can be a little cleaner if, just a moment, I wonder if this section can actually be laid out horizontally, going across your screen, and then these sections maybe placed beneath here. And actually, instead of having three topics or three blog posts, maybe there's one blog post, um, one recent or current event or upcoming event, and then one news story, and that's also placed horizontally across the screen below this section. Or the page is maybe widened a tad bit, and these or this section is actually made a tad bit slimmer and moved over to my right here. That could help as well, but I do think that um, the latest blog posts, events, and news stories need to be minimized a tad bit, maybe two of each at most. So maybe two blog posts links and two news story links, as well as two events, just so that it looks even. Um, you have two of each. But yeah, I think if these can be, if this section can be narrowed a tad bit and moved over, that would be really helpful. Because the way that it is now just creates a tad bit of awkwardness. Like I said, it's not overwhelming, but I think the page is very attractive, but could be more so, more attractive if these edits are made. But again, I think overall the homepage is very attractive, and definitely encourages me to want to know more. I like your slider here. Pictures are very crisp. Um, the graphic is very well done. I'm going to go back. This picture is definitely a nice picture, and definitely portrays your demographic, African Americans. However, this picture, while it looks good, it portrays the demographic of your organization. For the most part, it's a tad bit foggy. So, um, wouldn't necessarily say this picture has to be taken down, but I think in the future, you just want to make sure that every picture that you post, every picture that you're going to use on the website is going to be of very high quality, HD if at all possible, and that doesn't necessarily require a professional photographer, as most smartphones these days are going to have high quality cameras. So just going forward, I would definitely encourage to use very high quality pictures only. And yeah, that's that. But again, the graphics are definitely very attractive, and encourages me to want to know more, to learn more about the links. Yeah, this picture is very high quality, as well as this picture. So, I mean, these two pics, I think, are optimal to use on the site. All right, I am now going to explore a little more. And I spent so much time on the home page just because the home page is going to be your biggest selling point. If I'm not captured, if I am not captivated by what's on your homepage, if there's no call to action, if there's nothing to lure me in to want to learn more about your site, I'm probably going to leave and probably not return. So the homepage is definitely going to be one of the most, if not the most important parts of your website. All right, who we are. And I'm just looking at the layout of the page. I like this section because after I'm captivated by your homepage, now I want to know who you are, and I want to know what it is that you do. So this is definitely very helpful. The history here is very helpful, and also educational. All right, leadership. All right, the one thing that stands out about your leadership, I'm actually going to stop this recording and I will continue um, reviewing this page on a separate video.